It turns out it was the arm. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lost My Sanity, and do you remember this footage? Of course you do. Because we all speculated, we all theorized about what this could possibly mean. And I know that a lot of you thought this might actually be Bloodborne 2. And that the thing in the trailer would actually be a new trick weapon in Bloodborne 2. Bloodbone? Oh god, that sounds like somebody having sex on their period. Should I cut that? No, you know what? No, I'm stuck with that bad image in my mind. You can be stuck with it too. I'm the best. Anyway, this is not Bloodborne 2. No, this is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And we know that because Microsoft just had its E3 press conference, and in it we got a brand new trailer from FromSoft's new game. And in this video, I'm gonna glean as much information about the new game as possible, alright? I'm also gonna use a bunch of information that was leaked a while back, and I'm gonna use the game website GameRant as a source here. So if you want to check out their article on this, the link will be in the description down below. I also want to give a big shout out to the website Gaming Lad, because I actually just did an interview with them that is up now on their website, and you can check that out as well. Links will be in the description down below. Now, let's just fucking do this. Now, as you guys can see, because, you know, you have eyes, this game will be set within a dark fantasy world. A dark fantasy Japan. You have the cute Japanese girls, you have the epic-looking samurais. Let's just freeze that. Look at him. So goddamn epic with his giant helmet thingy. And apparently the narrative of the game is going to revolve around an ancient cult that has been using farmers for their dark rituals since hundreds of years. That's terrible. The sect is terrified that the end of the world is happening, so they are sacrificing people at their shrine of blood. And you know, there's always a shrine of blood. That's what you do when you're an ancient cult. You sacrifice people. They're also carrying out experiments on them, so you have like a double whammy right there. And the experiments are probably going to be the monsters that you will be facing in the game. Now, most of the game will take place in rural places, but there will also be other areas to explore later on. Now, let's just go back there, because you can see clearly, there we go, the guy is cutting off your arm. So I'm gonna bet my lunch money on that this guy is going to be the second to last boss right after the big bad supernatural evil thing you have to destroy. Because you're gonna have to kill him, get your honor back, and take revenge for him destroying your arm. That just seems like a very Japanese thing to do. You wake up on the floor of this man. He gives you the new arm, and also apparently the character creation is about to kick in, which will allow you to get a new face, because maybe not so, it wasn't only your arm getting sliced off, it's also your face. Now, of course, this is all rumors, but that's what they are saying. And it's made by From Software. Not surprising, really. And we're moving over to some more gameplay here, and unless this, you see here, unless this is a cutscene, there will also be stealth elements, and we'll see that throughout the game here. The game will have skills that will include different melee moves, passive abilities, and magic, but it won't have endless skill trees, apparently, so you won't be able to get 99 in every stat, or at least that's what I'm hoping, because I'm a big believer in different builds to make each game valuable, you know? If you can get 99 in each stat, it just becomes meh. That's my opinion. Here we see him on a roof, and you'll see that later on, but there will be a lot more movement in the game. You will be a lot more versatile. You're not, you know, in Dark Souls, you can run and you can do a jump, and that's about it. In this game, yeah, you will see something quite different. So more story stuff. Oh, here we go. Another instance of you sneaking around, which again leads me to believe there may be some sort of stealth element, or at the very least, there will be some element of surprising your prey, which can give you bonus damage. So like a super backstab, something like that. Oh, I just want to say there, classic door opening animation. We've seen that many a time in Dark Souls. Fun times. Another good look at the arm, and the arm is going to be kind of like a trick weapon. It's going to give you a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different options, and there's a rumor here that you will not be able to block. There will not be a block, there will not be shields in the game, but there may be parries, and that different weapons will have unique counterattacks, and we might see that in a little while. We just have to... Oh, this guy's ugly. He's really ugly. Boom! He has an axe. New combat abilities. This is probably one of the more interesting things that we see in the trailer. The fact that you can now leap on top of buildings like that, again, will give you so much more movement, and you will probably be able to ambush your enemies in a whole lot of different ways. As you can see, there is no... Oh, there we go. This may be one of the unique counterattacks that your weapons allow you. So you have this big-ass hat-looking shield thing. I think it looks really cool, which is not gonna... it's not gonna be a shield, but it may be something to push back some enemies. Maybe you can be rooted in place for like a couple of seconds, and maybe regain some stamina or something. More jumping. As you can see, that was probably an air takedown, so there will be air takedowns, so more of that stealth gameplay we talked about. And a monster, probably one of the poor guys that was experimented on by the ancient cult. And as you can see, he just slams into the ground and throws you. Kinda seems like he was rejected by the WWE. And we get to see more of this guy. Yeah. You could see some of those blocks there were probably parries, so it's going to be all about that timing when it comes here. You can't just hold your shield up. No, here you actually have to time your attacks. And you died. But you know, shadows die twice. So apparently, you're coming back to life now. And we're wondering if how is this going to affect gameplay? Maybe let's just as you can see, he sneaks back up. Was he in sneaking position? Let's see. Yeah, just a little. There we go. He's in sneaking position. So he's going to ambush the boss, so maybe this could be a one-time thing. You die, the enemies lose interest in you, and you can resurrect, and then you can really do like a super attack on them. Or maybe dying could be an option. Maybe you can explode or something, hurting all the enemies around you. So you have like one ability that activates when you die. That's what I'm thinking right now. And he stabs him, looking brutal and wonderful. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. It's a skeleton-looking dude here. Oh, look at it. It's a bit dark, but you can still see. It looks pretty badass. Oh, and here we have another boss, I believe. Or maybe just a normal enemy. But if we go back just a little bit, there seems to be a jump there, almost reminiscent of Bloodborne's side dodge when you're locked on. And he seems to be locked on, and as you can see, he's gonna throw his arm thing. Boom, pulls himself towards the boss and hits him. The boss almost falls off the horse. Really cool looking. And as you can see here, it goes rather quickly, but he has some firecrackers or something to scare the horse. And boom! that's the trailer. That's the trailer. Now, if we go back just a little while to weapons and shit, the rumor is, the leak details that we were going to have a bunch of trick weapons. Some will have 3 forms, some will have 2 forms. Maybe the trick weapons with 3 forms will have a dedicated special thing that allows them a unique counterattack. Who knows? But I don't believe there to be any sort of shield in the game. This is just my thoughts again, by the way. I'm just speculating here. I'm thinking maybe that rolling won't be as effective in this game. Maybe it's all about that counterattack. Maybe that is what it is. Alright, so let's talk PvP, because I know a bunch of you are wondering about PvP. Now, we can't see any PvP in this trailer, but rumor infers that there will be a PvP mode where one character enters the game as a monster, so not your own player character, but as a monster. Now, I'm hoping for our character to join the fray, but, you know, controlling a monster would be cool as well. It's just that a lot of the Dark Souls games, they survive on their PvP, and I would fucking love that to be the case here in Shadows Die Twice as well. Sekiro, I should say Sekiro. But if you control a monster, that monster will apparently be souped up, so you will have some more powerful tools. I don't know if you take control of a monster in the world specifically, a mob already placed there, or if you will go into the world anew as a monster that specifically spawns to take out the player. So, yeah. As far as the structure of the game goes, apparently most of the game will be in rural areas like this. But there will be cities as well. And it's gonna be slightly more open world. I don't think you should think Skyrim here. But there will be branching paths to objectives. And I'm thinking maybe a little bit more like the shell-shaded version of Prince of Persia. Does anybody remember that game? Where you could go different routes to reach the objective. So yeah, maybe like a bigger open area and a lot of different smaller, more corridor style areas that we were used to in Dark Souls. And as you can see from the trailer, a bunch of these areas are fairly open, and it wouldn't surprise me really that is the case, just because you have this movement ability which should give you a bunch of different ways to approach your objective or get through the game, and that will make the level design a lot different from Souls. So yeah, that is my take on everything. I know this was a little bit rambly. A tiny bit rambly, but you know what, I had fun. It's going to be really fun looking at this video like a few months from now when we have more details. Maybe I'm completely wrong about everything, and if that's the case, I'm gonna blame the rumors. The rumors were wrong, not me. But yeah, if there's something in the game that you really are looking forward to, or if there's something that you really want to be in the game, please leave a comment down below. Why not subscribe? Why not just go to a car dealership and buy me a car? Probably not gonna happen, but I still love you for it. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.